Well, this is a video which I wasn't planning to do today. It's a bit earlier than usual, more of a Saturday-Sunday kind of thing, but Kaz has dropped the silhouette teasers for the next update. Presumably it will drop next Thursday as usual. We'll probably get the trailer as usual on Wednesday, so stick around for those. Of course, on Thursday I'll be reviewing the update as a whole as well, so you can check out that if you don't want to log in, as well as, of course, individual car reviews and motor swaps in the days thereafter. For now, though, we have 4 silhouettes. 2 of these we've been talking about recently, so they're very easy to guess. A couple of vehicles which we know are coming still are not this time around being included. Those, of course, being the Opel/Vauxhall Vision GT and the Xiaomi as well. So no sight of those this time around. What we do have is the 2 Corvettes. First of all, the Gr1 variant and the quote-unquote more normal concept variant. You know they're going to be quick. As I've said before, I have much higher expectations and hopes for the Gr1, not least of which because of its class, you'll just get more use out of it. And usually you can do more to those in terms of settings and playing around with stuff. So the concept, I have next to no expectations aside from it being quick in a straight line. At least then I won't be quite as disappointed when it invariably isn't that great through corners. In terms of the rear right, this one is a pretty unmistakable silhouette, and we already knew this was arriving at some point because of the leaked data mining list. It's a bit of a meme car, definitely in good company with stuff like the Alphard, the Hi-Ace, the Ambulance as well. It is, of course, the mix of Clio V6, Megane Trophy and Espace that is the Renault Avantime. Used to be in Gran Turismo, what, 4 through 6, 210 horsepower V6 engine, front-wheel drive. That's something which I've got a little bit of trepidation about in terms of upper-end modifications, and it's kind of a coupe version of the Espace. Very avant-garde, kind of a weird time for Renault making stuff like the Velsatis and these weird kind of semi-luxury performance cars that were very big and soft and round, but this one kind of pushed through to be a bit of a cult classic. On the one hand, I do suspect it's going to be quite good through corners. It might actually be better through corners than something like the Hi-Ace or the Alphard, but the fact that they have either rear-wheel drive or in particular 4-wheel drive advantages, I think is really going to be what hampers the Avantime on the top end, because you can do motor swaps as often as you want, but if you can't put the power down, there's not much point. You know, put a Lexus LFA V10 in there and make a baby Espace F1, but if it's still front-wheel drive, well, you're going to have the Nismo LM problem. Then we have, of course, the final, the 4th, the rear left vehicle. My first thought, to be honest, was potentially the Xiaomi. Doesn't suit the shape though. You can see it's a bit longer, it's more of a 4-door design. I was thinking also maybe the E60 BMW M5. We know that that one is supposed to be coming back, and it's definitely high up on the list. Now that we have, you know, the LFA, the Evo 9, various other fan favourites have returned, the M5 is still one of those big glaring ones which used to be in, which isn't anymore. What it actually appears to be though is significantly less exciting. In fact, it's less exciting than the Xiaomi would be, because it seems to be the production version of the Afeela, which is a vehicle which I, to be honest, have never touched after it was added to the game even once. It's just a nothing car. You know, you get why it's in there, it's a Sony, of course, it's marketing, it's all marketing these days in Gran Turismo, it seems. Yeah, it's just kind of a nothing burger of a car. It could be better, it could be worse, but who really cares either way? It's a car which I'm sure some people must use at some point, but I never hear anyone talking about the Afeela. Like, literally nothing, positive or negative. And it may as well be like the, what, Christian Dior version of the D Tomaso that keeps popping up in the legendary dealership. It just feels like that, just a pointless addition for the sake of it. Speaking of pointless stuff, probably not really much point in having speculation about a circuit. I'm personally not really expecting any more circuits within Gran Turismo 7 now. At least then if one does pop up, it will be a nice pleasant surprise. Like I said, I will be covering the update on Thursday, most likely covering the trailer as well before that on Wednesday, if they follow the usual pattern, and then the car reviews, the motor swaps and all that kind of stuff after. So stick around for all of that. I'll see you then, and thanks for watching.